You guys will not believe who I just had on my flight, who I had a pleasure of serving. The Queen, the Princess, the Duchess of Sussex.
Just when you thought Meghan Markle had tried every PR trick in the book, she's taken things sky high, literally. The Duchess of Sussex is facing major backlash after a handwritten note she passed to a flight attendant turned into what some are calling a mid-air marketing meltdown. It all went down when Meghan boarded an American Airlines flight, expecting smiles and compliments. What didn't she expect? The internet to torch her latest attempt at royal charm meets product push. Flight attendant Nina Vita, clearly starstruck, revealed on TikTok that she and her crew welcomed Meghan aboard with a sweet handwritten message. "It's a pleasure serving you. We love you real bad," it read.
So we wrote her a note that said, "It's a pleasure of serving you. We love you real bad."
Cute, harmless, and very on brand for a duchess who spent years cultivating a woman of the people image. But then came Meghan's reply, and that's where the drama kicked in. Meghan responded with her own handwritten note, but instead of just a polite thank you, she couldn't resist the urge to plug her brand. Yep, she signed off with a nod to her newly rebranded lifestyle line as Ever, the same venture that's been raising more eyebrows than excitement since its awkward launch.
You know me well. All love right back to you. And then I think it says, "Forever, Meghan."
Let's not forget that the brand was originally called American Riviera Orchard until it hit a copyright snag and had to rename the whole thing. Now, after months of confused messaging, vague jam jars, and a mystery rollout that's left more questions than answers, Meghan is slipping the new name onto napkins mid-flight. According to online critics and royal watchers, this wasn't just a friendly gesture, it was a stealth ad, a desperate power play, and a cringeworthy attempt to stay relevant in a news cycle that slowly moved on. But while Meghan's fancy script had some TikTokers swooning, not everyone was clapping.
I think that this was definitely, in my opinion, a setup. I think there's just a lot of negative press, and she's trying to bury African Park. She's trying to bury the doorbell stuff that Harry was doing.
And here's the thing. This isn't even Meghan's first brush with airplane buzz. Though she and Prince Harry are no strangers to private jets, they've occasionally opted for public airlines to project a more relatable image. Case in point, Harry flew American Airlines to King Charles's coronation in May 2023. Now Meghan's turning a public flight into a platform. Some see that as convenient, others see it as desperate to add even more spice. Just as this glowing Meghan moment made waves, a resurfaced accusation from a flight attendant cast a cloud. According to Dan Wooten, a British Airways flight attendant has come forward with a damning allegation. And what does it say? Well, it's about Meghan's behavior during her 2019 royal tour to South Africa with Prince Harry and baby Archie. Safe to say, it's a far cry from the glowing Duchess we just saw being praised for giving rich vibes on TikTok. The flight attendant alleged that during the long-haul journey, Meghan showed zero interest in her then 4-month-old son.
On that flight, Meghan refused to touch or look after Archie even once.
But the drama doesn't stop there. The most alarming detail was when the attendant claimed Meghan was only polite to the crew when Harry was within earshot.
Is that Meghan Markle was only polite to the staff on board that flight when Prince Harry was around.
And it's not just this one flight. Wooten said other attendants who served Meghan back in her Suits days recall the same energy, describing her as a diva who'd demand free upgrades when flying economy.
They were absolutely insistent that her behavior on board flights was diva-like, rude, cold, and demanding.
This isn't the first time Meghan has faced accusations of duality. Former palace staffers have accused her of bullying, while insiders say Prince Harry remains shocked every time another complaint emerges. But these new airline accounts suggest this on-camera, off-camera split goes back years and isn't just limited to palace walls. And while Meghan tries to steer her narrative through handwritten notes and softly lit lifestyle brands like As Ever, the reality behind the scenes keeps poking through the surface. To make matters even more volatile, Kinsey Schofield has entered the chat. In the clip posted amid ongoing coverage of the devastating Los Angeles wildfires, Kinsey didn't hold back. She called the couple's behavior disturbing for using other people's pain for their own benefit.
Our ashes are not your photo op. I mean, I thought that was incredibly vulgar. Prince Harry currently suing your government because he wants more security.
Of course, she didn't just stop there. Kinsey made it clear that the couple was just desperate to look like they were part of the royal family.
You know, I felt like both of the tours last year, they were just looking for the right photo opportunities. They just are desperate to continue to be seen as members of the British royal family.
And just like that, the backlash exploded. Even Hollywood isn't holding back. Actress Justine Bateman, best known for Family Ties, added fuel to the fire by calling Meghan and Harry disaster tourists. According to Bateman, the couple's habit of showing up with photographers in tow during vulnerable moments is becoming their signature move, and not in a good way. This all comes as Meghan attempts to reframe her image with carefully curated every woman moments. Just when the smoke from their last PR fire hadn't even cleared, Meghan struck another match. Meghan just can't post a family video without lighting the internet on fire. And this time, it was her sweet Father's Day tribute to Prince Harry that was catching major heat. What looked like a heartwarming reel of Harry playing the doting dad has now snowballed into a full-blown media storm. In the video shared to her new Instagram presence, Meghan dropped unseen clips of Harry with Archie and Lilibet, splashing private family moments across the internet.
Of course they're gonna try to get attention by posting the kids. I am so surprised that Meghan is in the middle of this thing, because look at the top, her name is on it.
But rather than earning applause, the move raised serious eyebrows from royal commentators who said it reeks of contradiction. They begged for privacy, said royal expert Ingrid Seward, and now suddenly Meghan is flooding the marketplace with photographs of their children.
And now suddenly Meghan is flooding the market, if you like, the marketplace, with photographs of their children. And this goes absolutely against everything they wanted.
She called the video charming, yes, but emphasized that it directly clashed with the Sussexes' years-long campaign against media intrusion.
And their cries for privacy, their cries for security, their cries for not wanting to let their children's lives be used on social media, but they're doing all, or at least Meghan.
Seward didn't mince words. She said, everything they do online is aimed at making more money, otherwise, why on earth would they do it? But here's the thing. Behind the cuddles and California sunshine, insiders suggest Harry may not even be fully on board with the social media push. According to Seward, the Duke of Sussex has always seemed uncomfortable with public exposure, and this new digital rollout, led by Meghan, could be causing friction behind the scenes. By this point, the spotlight was already heating up. Then Meghan added ink to the fire with a handwritten note. Amanda Hirsch, host of the popular podcast Not Skinny But Not Fat, admitted she was scared about Meghan's new Netflix show with Love, Meghan.
I understand that some people are like, she's inauthentic. I get it. And what I'm so scared for her is that this Netflix show will make those claims stronger.
She called the Duchess inauthentic and not relatable, and she likely didn't expect a royal reply. But that's exactly what she got. A gold-embossed, immaculately handwritten note signed personally by Meghan herself.
You guys, I just got a letter. And I was like, what is this? What is this? What is this?
Don't be scared. Let's enjoy it. The letter read in elegant calligraphy, perched on paper marked with Meghan's official royal cipher. Suddenly, Hirsch did a full 180, calling Meghan a fan for life and sharing the letter with her 890,000 Instagram followers, helping it go instantly viral. But not everyone is buying the sweet gesture. PR powerhouse and crisis manager Mark Borkowski, known for spotting a stunt from a mile away, isn't impressed. He suggests that behind the cursive and kindness lies a desperate attempt to remain in the spotlight. But behind the elegant ink and Insta-worthy aesthetics, Mail Online reports there may be a far more calculated machine at work. You see, Hirsch's podcast is backed by Dear Media, a buzzy, women-driven podcasting powerhouse that just launched the Chloe in Wonderland show with Khloe Kardashian. Meghan's bestie, Daniel Martin, appeared on With Love, Meghan, and Vanderpump Rules star Stassi Schroeder, a Meghan supporter, guested on Not Skinny But Not Fat last year. That's not a coincidence. Dear Media even ran a bold editorial titled, What's Everybody's Problem with Meghan Markle Now? They even featured a not-so-subtle section called The Kate Middleton Hypocrisy. Subtlety clearly isn't the goal. Top PR guru Mark Borkowski isn't mincing words. He thinks this wasn't just a heartfelt letter, but a meticulously placed puzzle piece in Meghan's ever-unfolding comeback strategy.
New this morning, and rumours are building of a royal relaunch for Meghan Markle, with all eyes on a new Instagram account that's believed to belong to the Duchess.
The stunt comes as Vanity Fair's searing new feature, titled American Hustle, casts fresh shadows over the Sussexes' post-royal rebrand. The article digs into their 5-year journey since Megxit and includes sharp claims about their working relationship and public image. Of course, these are claims the couple have strongly denied, but they have reignited royal watchers' scrutiny. Now, as Vanity Fair's latest takedown grabs headlines, there's one thing worth remembering. This isn't Meghan's first royal PR storm. Long before she was a duchess dodging royal drama with handwritten notes and curated Instagram reveals, Meghan Markle was already stirring things up inside the palace. How? Thanks to one glossy magazine cover and 3 little words: "We're in love."
Comes as Harry's girlfriend, actress Meghan Markle, appears on the cover of the new Vanity Fair with the headline, "She's just wild about Harry."
The year was 2017. Meghan, then starring in Suits, appeared on the cover of Vanity Fair with the headline, "She's just wild about Harry." It was supposed to be her romantic, glamorous debut as half of the world's newest royal couple. But behind the scenes, it reportedly caused panic at the palace. Published 2 months before their engagement, Meghan's candid confession about her relationship with Prince Harry reportedly broke royal protocol. According to journalist Richard Eden, previous royal partners like Princess Diana and Kate Middleton waited for formal engagement announcements before speaking publicly. Meghan's choice to speak out early and outside of palace control sparked whispers of agenda setting and self-promotion. And it wasn't just the royals who were rattled. According to royal correspondent Valentine Lowe in Courtiers, Meghan herself was deeply unhappy with the final article. She allegedly hated the photos, felt the piece emphasized her relationship over her personal accomplishments, and blamed her PR team for letting the spotlight drift from her to Harry. Sound familiar? Fast forward to today, and the script seems eerily unchanged. Meghan and Harry are once again being slammed for PR stunts, this time during their recent trip to Canada for the Invictus Games. Despite the event's noble mission, critics online, and even some veterans, are calling out the couple for flooding social media with picture-perfect moments. Currently in Vancouver supporting the games alongside Prince Harry, Meghan took to Instagram to share what looked like a charming glimpse into their day. In one clip, she teased a casual stroll with Harry, writing, "Walking into a very important meeting." She followed that up with footage from a children's reading event she hosted. Meghan was seated upright with a storybook, and Harry was sitting cross-legged on the floor with the kids like a picture-perfect royal dad.
Come along and you'll see, we all are neighbors here. There's a place for everybody.
More clips followed: meetings, breakfast moments, smiling selfies, and polite hugs with competitors. But while the Sussexes' camera crew kept rolling, the internet started rolling its eyes. Why are they being filmed continuously? This is one giant PR stunt. Sad, one user wrote bluntly.
How will they respond? How can they possibly up the ante in the attention-seeking game that obviously the other two are involved in?
Another chimed in, "Where are the athletes? All I see is Meghan." And the comments didn't stop at camera angles. Meghan's outfit choices and body language came under fire too, with one critic savaging her reading event look. Wrong dress, wrong legs. She's sitting like it's a fashion shoot, not story time. Even a sweet public kiss between Harry and Meghan at the event stands, a moment that should have screamed affectionate couple, sparked its own cynicism. Many felt it was just another carefully placed cherry on top of everything else. It just seems like Meghan Markle just can't catch a break, and her past projects are now coming back to haunt her, one lukewarm headline at a time. The Duchess of Sussex is facing yet another round of criticism. You see, this time over her 2021 children's book, The Bench, which has officially been branded a celebrity flop. When The Bench hit shelves, it came with all the royal sparkle you'd expect. Meghan claimed it began as a sweet little poem she wrote for Prince Harry on his first Father's Day.
Says this book is about the relationship between fathers and sons, told through the eyes of a mother. She says that The Bench started as a poem that she wrote for her husband.
Sounds cute, but there's more to the story. You see, the book promised warm fuzzies about the father-son bond as seen through a mother's eyes. But instead of flying off the shelves, it hit the ground with a royal thud.
The sons told through the eyes of a mother. She says that The Bench started as a poem that she wrote for her husband.
Children's authors, many of whom have spent years honing their craft, say Meghan waltzed into their genre like it was an easy side hustle. One author, poet Joshua Siegel, didn't hold back, accusing the former actress of overlooking the skill, practice, and discipline it takes to create truly compelling children's books. While it once made waves with its high-profile release and glossy marketing push, publishing insiders are now saying what many suspected. The book simply didn't sell. According to Nielsen Bookscan, The Bench has moved only 8,000 copies in the UK since its debut, a staggeringly low number for a title attached to royalty and Hollywood shine. Despite the buzz, the sales figures were far from regal. Critics haven't held back either. Times literary critic Alex O'Connell dismissed the book as flat, claiming it lacked the crucial ingredients for a successful tale for this age group: a good story and a basic rhythm. And the backlash isn't just about the writing. Meghan reportedly pocketed £500,000 for the 40-page book. This is a sum that's now being called out by fellow authors who feel the Duchess underestimated the craft and nuance of children's literature. One publishing insider summed it up bluntly: "It felt more like a cash grab than a passion project."